energy I see every week on this show. Thank you, everyone. Hello, viewers. Welcome to the Jury Request Show. As always, I'm Chris Owners. Today, we have special guests joining us today on the show. It has been a busy week for us, and you all know how we do it every week. Thank you, everybody. Come on, show some love, everybody. Thank you. What a week. What a week coming up today. Before we kick off today's show, I just want to let my viewers and my beautiful audience know in the studio that we're going to have some special guests joining me on the show. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about. And this is going to be true. And also, there's going to be entertainment at the end of the show, which is stand-up comedy from my very good friends. So make sure you're going to tune in for that. Before we do so, let us go into the Ask Chris. So that would be Noah. Hello, Noah. How you doing?
Good, Chris. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. What have you got for me today?
I want to ask you a question. How do you define passion?
Passion. Thank you. Come on, round of applause for that. I like it. First thing, anything about passion is what you love most. For example, I'm a host. I love being a host. I love having wonderful guests on my show. I love bringing stories that people can share with their life every day that they live about. So when you talk about passion, it could be music, it could be drama, you could be an actor, you could be an actress, whatever. But that thing that you love most, that if someone wake you at 9 and say, hey, Chris, get up, what's the password for the jury question, which I'm not going to give to you right now, I can tell you that. That is passion. So it's a very strong comment, but you need to define it and be able to know it, that is your passion. So define it and then knowing it. That's all I can say to you about passion. Thank you very much. That's how we do it on the show. But before we kick off, let me go back and welcome my guests on the show. Like you said earlier on, come on, Chris, let's go. Please join me to welcome my first guest on the show, McGrew, please. Thank you. Woo! Hello. How are you?
Great, thanks
Please,
for having me.
You're welcome. Have a seat, please. Thank you very much for coming, Katie. How you doing?
I'm really good, Chris. How are you?
I'm very good. As you can see, we're just talking about the passion, and you're one of those people we're talking about, you know?
Certainly, yes. That's very important, isn't it?
It is very important. So how you doing?
I'm really good.
Good
really
stuff,
good.
good stuff. Let's talk about your music, because you're doing music right now.
That's right.
Yeah, what inspires you into music in the first place?
Well, a lot of the time I just write to sort of be able to, how do I say it? To get out something I need to say or to process something that's going on in my life, you know? So I often write about something that is exciting to me or upsetting to me. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. So I do like to write in ways that are that is quite personal, but and with a lot of humor as well. So so if something is happening in my life, I start maybe with a hook, a turn of phrase, yes, something that I might think is kind of a clever, funny way to talk about it, mm-hmm, and then just see where the song takes me.
Wow, mm-hmm, super. Don't you like all that? Yeah. So, other than music, you've been involved in acting right now. Mm-hmm. Can you talk us through that?
Sure. So when I first came to Ireland, I was writing tunes and I was working with DJs and producers. So I'd be performing in clubs and rave kind of environments. Yeah. But I grew up acting. I grew up, you know, singing and dancing and doing shows. And frankly, I really missed that. So I decided I'd start writing my own shows based on the songs that I've been doing with DJs and producers. So I've started doing full-length comedy musicals that are written by myself, and they and I'll sing and rap and pole dance during the shows.
Wow, let's talk a little bit about it. Pole dance. I believe we all like that as well. There we go. What's like if I can I do pole dancing?
Sure, Chris. Sure. Why not?
Oh yeah, we'll find out at the end of the show today.
That'd be great.
So what's like, you know, is there a protocol to go through to the process being a pole dancer, or what do you need to really do?
Well, it is great exercise, obviously. So, and it's really fun. You know, I used to teach pole dancing too, and it would have been a great environment for people to just come in and exercise in a way that's different to them, but also be able to be a bit sexy and do something that feels a bit kind of edgy to them, you know?
Wow, superb.
Yeah.
And you also, the role you're playing in terms of your movie, what role do you play on that right now?
Well, my show it's called Hooker PI.
Hooker PI.
Yeah, and yes, it's about
Tell us about it.
I will. It's about a sex worker whose client dies while they're having sex, and she has to hide them both from a pack of radical feminist zombies who Right. You're cast, you're in.
Oh, yeah, go.
And these zombies roam the streets, enslaving clients and eating hookers for strength.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're going to talk about eating the hawker for strength because I really love to hear that. Don't worry, yeah? Oh, wonderful. So we're going to say have you on set because we're going to bring our guest in there. Can I just ask you this question? Are you good at cooking?
I am good at
You're
cooking.
very good.
I think I'm good at cooking.
Super. Okay, good stuff. So before we do so, let's take a quick look at the documentary that we showed this week for my very next guest coming up on the show. Enjoy this. We'll be right back. Thank you. So we're in here today. Before we go through all this wonderful, beautiful recipe you have here today, can you talk to us about yourself?
Myself?
How did it become
I'd love to. Well, this story here was started by my parents in 1959, so it's nearly 60 years old.
Wow.
And I came into it in 2001, and it was a greengrocer.
Wow.
And then I had an interest in whole foods, as you can see behind you.
Very
And I did my study in nutrition in the Irish Institute of Nutrition and Health. And I started a health food store, but I also started one of the first juice bars, fresh juice bars.
Wow.
And that's where we got a lot of attention and it started growing in popularity.
We're looking at what we have here on the menu today. So can we talk a little bit about some of the menu stuff?
Yeah, so we're doing the coconut broth chicken curry stir fry.
Okay.
It's probably one of the most famous recipes in the book. It's very easy. It's all about the sauce.
So what do we start first?
Yeah, we're just going to turn this on here onto medium heat.
Okay.
Like so.
Wow.
Now we're just going to add some coconut oil.
It's coconut oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit because it gets quite hot. We'll just get the chicken on straight away.
Okay. So just keep stirring it around, yes?
Yeah, off you go. Also using that, some black pepper.
Wow.
You could also use prawns.
Yeah.
Monkfish is really nice in this dish.
Very good.
I like to use Himalayan rock salt. You don't have to, you can use sea salt.
Okay.
I like it because it's pink. I'm going to start with the sauce.
Okay.
So we have some toasted coconut flakes.
Okay. Wow.
You could use desiccated coconut too if you wish.
Okay.
And then we're going to use some creamed coconut.
Okay.
And I don't use coconut milk because there's a lot of salt in coconut milk.
Okay.
And then we're going to use some turmeric. And turmeric is known to have very amazing anti-inflammatory properties, especially for cardiovascular health.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use some of the medium spice, which is a curry powder spice.
Okay.
And it's a blend that you can buy in your local health food store.
Wow.
The more you put in, the better. Do you like it spicy? Do you like it spicy?
I don't like spicy, but nice,
That's
yeah.
still medium. I won't blow your head off, don't worry. And then we're going to use some ginger.
Okay.
So I've just cut and peeled the ginger, a knob of ginger.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's very good for the respiratory system.
Very good.
The same with garlic.
Okay.
It's very good for respiratory system, lungs, etc.
Okay.
Just keep it whole.
Yeah.
Then we're going to use the coconut meat.
That's the coconut meat.
Yeah, so you get this in the local health food store.
Okay.
Keeps in the fridge well. This is my secret ingredient rather than using the coconut milk.
Interesting.
And it makes it lovely and creamy. And then we're going to use some coriander.
Okay.
We're going to keep some coriander though just for the topping
At the very end.
at the end, yeah,
Okay.
just to make it look pretty.
Very good.
And a little bit of coconut oil.
Wow. Super.
And then I use water. I don't like using too much oil in sauces or dressing.
Okay.
I just like to use water instead.
Okay.
And then blend it.
Wow, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. And then we're going to add the Adani beans.
Okay.
Adani beans are soya beans.
Okay.
You can get them in, again, the local health food store. You just drizzle these in.
Okay.
Yeah, Adani beans. They're very good for protein.
Okay.
You could also make this dish with tofu. Instead, yeah, for any vegans or vegetarians out there.
Yeah.
The book is predominantly vegan and vegetarian, but just to please everybody
Right.
and my customers,
That's good.
I do use chicken or fish as well.
Okay. And inside your book, this recipe we're doing now is in there as well.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the most popular. We're going to use some water chestnuts, and water chestnuts and the edamame beans are very good for children. Oh. Children love to, with dinner, love to get a bite, a crunch.
Yeah.
So these give a really good bite and crunch. Keep stirring, yeah. Doing a great job.
I'm doing a great job.
I'm going to give you a job.
I already have one.
You're not going home, Chris.
No, I'm not. I'm hungry already.
So okay, I'm using butternut squash today.
Okay.
It's a very good autumnal vegetable. You just peel it, top and tail it. I like to chop it up and dice it into cubes. Pop it in boiling water for 20 minutes, and then I like to drain it and put it on a roasting tray for 20 minutes on 180, and it's done. Wow. Okay? And it just gives a nice colour to it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
I've got some brown rice here. Okay. So brown rice I like to use because it's great for digestion.
Okay.
It takes 40 minutes. You just use 3 times the amount of water to the grain. You can obviously use white rice if you want. Okay. But this is a gorgeous long grain brown rice.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm tasting already.
Now, you please.
Oh, this is yummy. Oh, you want some? I ain't getting none. Just on me. Oh,
so you can see it's
oh, this is lovely.
very eye-pleasing to the eye, I should say.
Let me just mix it for you. Okay.
Race before meal.
Oh.
Now, you're speechless.
Oh.
In a good way or a
seriously,
bad way?
No, I'm not making this up. This is lovely.
It's alright, yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Would you do it yourself now?
We'll find out. That was lovely. Are we all hungry now, are we?
Yes.
Yeah, you wait for that. Oliver, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome, Oliver. Thank you so much.
Did you enjoy the shop?
You can tell from that. I'm still more hungry as well. You know, Oliver, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You mentioned, let's talk about your family business.
Yeah.
When you took the family business, what's it like for you in the first place?
When I took it myself, it would have been 2001. I came back from Australia.
Okay.
My mom actually came to Sydney, where I was working for about 3 years, and she was retiring, and she just knew that I had the passion, as we spoke about earlier, to do something to change the business from a greengrocer into something dynamic and exciting. And with all the education I had from Sydney, working with amazing chefs and working in local health food stores, they were ahead of their time over there. It was the first time I saw a juice bar. Yeah. And it was different because juices and smoothies were being made from fresh fruit and vegetables, rather than frozen yogurt and orange juice, which can be very acidic and very heavy. Wow.
Now, you mentioned when we were there during the week, you mentioned something about the weight loss. You know, that's a big problem in our society today. Yeah. Can you talk us through?
Well, I went through my own personal story where, unfortunately, my mom had a stroke in 2009, and I was working in the health and nutrition sector. But when my mom had the stroke, she obviously went to hospital, but I made sure that someone was there to care for her. And that was me. Out of the family sector, I was the one who had that intention, that care. So I made sure that I went down every day to look after her, put moisturizer on her, cut her nails, make sure she was feeding properly, bringing down a smoothie or a probiotic yogurt. And until we got her into proper care, because she was paralyzed on her left side. Wow. And we got her into proper care, but I let myself go. I was looking after someone else, like many people out there do. They not like someone falls sick in their family or a friend, and I was in a trance. I was in a daze, and I was going home. I was living alone, and I would be ordering takeouts. I would have been eating crisps, chocolate, ice cream, you name it.
It's just at that time you couldn't look after yourself.
No, well, you're just in a daze. You don't realize what you're doing. I didn't realize where it was coming from. And it wasn't until 2012, unfortunately, my mom died. God rest her soul. So sorry. But she's all around me now. And a friend pulled me, I was in a school doing a talk on nutrition for a secondary school, and afterwards, a parent complained because after being I put on 3 stone, and someone said, why is someone obese giving a talk on nutrition? And that was the catalyst for me to do something for myself. So a friend got me into Zumba dancing. And
That's how it kind of started.
I
from
loved
there.
dancing when I was a child,
Yeah.
and and then from that, I started writing the recipes for the cookbook. Easy, effective recipes, full of nutrients, and breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. Yeah.
We're going to put you on hold on that because we're going to go a quick commercial break as we're going to welcome stand-up comedian Joe Rooney on the show. We'll be right back after this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.